Meow meow. Meow 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 meow. I think I'm live. Hi. Look, if you can remember me, it is what it is. I'm here. I'm back. I missed a week, but like I wrote about that. It's no big deal. Um, let's see. What's tea? What's news? What's juicy? I got sick again. Whoopsie oopsies. Yeah, I got sick. Yeah, it started like 2 days ago. Last week I took off because I don't know, lazy. I forgore stuff like that. Is this gonna show my feet? Ugh, I get bugs. Hold on. Ew, ew, ew. I see my legs. Ew. Like that. Inappropriate. I don't like that. Okay, they should be covered up now. Okay. So I'm back. My voice sounds like crunch, but I kind of like that personally. So we'll see how it goes. If I need to tap out, sorry, I bumped the mic. I'm gonna loosen it. Sorry, I'm just pointing it at myself more. Um, my voice is a little extra crunchy. If I feel like I have to tap out from talking, it is what it is. But I just wanted to go ahead and still be here because routine. A little bit of routine. Ah, I forgot to post the room. Post. Eight. Meow, 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 meow. Copy ID. Post it in chat. Uh-huh. Send that, and then go ahead and pin it. Pin message. Yay! So, the Go Room is live. Me, Citron music. I wish there was different tracks. There are different tracks. I'm just saying, like, other different tracks. Okay. Okay, so you're welcome to join my room. I have ample seating. Um, those are the primo spots behind me, but I want to sit here for the first time. Okay, all right. Let's get into chapter 3 of Artist's Way. But because it's me, it's Bimmi's way. Okay. Recovering a sense of power. Ding dong, somebody's here. Hi. Would be. Okay, well, whatever. Same bug. You're in my camera, silly Willy. Okay, whatever. It's chill. It's chill. Okay. Okay, recovering a sense of power. This week. Let me move the camera. I feel weird. Yeah. There we go. That works. Okay, sorry. Okay, for real starting. This week may find you dealing with unaccustomed bursts of energy and sharp peaks of anger, joy, and grief. You are coming into your power as the illusory hold of your previously accepted limits is shaken. You will be asked to consciously experiment with spiritual open-mindedness. Okay, Anger is full. We feel it and we want to do something. Hit someone, break something, throw a fit, smash a fist into the wall. Tell those bastards. But we are nice people, and what we do with our anger is stuff it, deny it, bury it, block it, hide it, lie about it, medicate it, muffle it, ignore it. We do everything but listen to it. Anger is meant to be listened to. Anger is a voice, a shout, a plea, a demand. Anger is meant to be respected. It's a little loud in my ears. Anger is something respected. Why? Because anger is a map. Anger shows us what our boundaries are. Anger shows us where we want to go. It lets us see where we've been and lets us know that when we haven't liked it. Anger points the way, not just the finger. In the recovery of a blocked artist, anger is a sign of health. Anger is meant to be acted upon. It's not meant to be acted out. Anger points the direction. We are meant to use anger as fuel to take the actions we need to move when our anger points us. With a little thought, we can usually translate the message that our anger is sending us. Blast him. I would make a better film than that. This anger says, you want to make movies. You need to learn how. Oops. Let me clear that. Okay. I can't believe it. I had this idea for a play 3 years ago, and she's gone and written it. This anger says, stop procrastinating. Ideas don't get opening nights. Finished plays do. Start writing. That's my strategy he's using. This is incredible. I've been ripped off. I knew I would have pulled that material together and copyrighted it, the anger says. It's time to take your ideas seriously, enough to treat them well. When we feel anger, we often get very angry that we feel anger. Damn anger. It tells us that we can't get away with our old life any longer. It tells us that old life is dying. It tells us that we're being reborn and birthing hurts. The hurt makes us angry. Angry? I was angry once. They put me in a rubber room with rats. The rats made me angry. Angry? I was angry. Anger is a firestorm that signals the death of our old life. Anger is the fuel that propels us into our new one. Anger is a tool, not a master. Anger is meant to be tapped into and drawn upon. Used properly, anger is useful. Sloth, apathy, and despair are the enemy. Anger is not. Anger is our friend. Not a nice friend, not a gentle friend, but a very, very loyal friend. It will always tell us when we have been betrayed. It will always tell us when we have betrayed ourselves. It will always tell us that it's time to act in our own best interest. Anger is not the action itself. It is the action's invitation. Okay, prayer. Answered prayers are scary. They imply responsibility. You asked for it. Not that now that you've got it, what are you going to do? Why else? The cautionary phrase, watch out for what you pray for. You just might get it. I think they're saying be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. Answered prayers deliver us back to our own hand. This is not comfortable. We find it easier to accept them as examples of synchronicity. whatever that means. A woman admits to a buried dream of acting. At dinner the next night, she sits beside a man who teaches beginning actors. A writer acknowledges a dream to go film school. A single exploratory phone call puts him in touch with a professor who knows and admires his work and promises him the last available slot is now his. A woman is thinking about going back to school and opens her mail to find a letter requesting her application from the very school she was thinking about going to. A woman ponders how to rent a rare film she's never seen. She finds it at her neighborhood bookstore 2 days later. The businessman who has secretly written for years vows to himself to ask a professional writer for a prognosis on his talent. The next night, over a pool table, he meets a writer who becomes his mentor and then collaborator for several successful books. Ugh. I hope my voice doesn't sound too bad, or like you hear too many of my person sounds. Person sounds. Okay. It's my experience that we are much more afraid than that there might be a God than we are that there might not be. Incidents like those above happen to us, yet we dismiss them as sheer coincidence. People talk about how dreadful it would be if there were no God. I think such talk is hooey. Most of us are a lot more comfortable feeling we're not being watched too closely. If God, by which I do not necessarily mean a single-pointed Christian concept, but an all-powerful, all-knowing force does not exist, well then, we're all off the hook, aren't we? There's no divine retribution, no divine consolation. And if the whole experience stinks, well, what do you expect? Just so y'all know when I'm taking a sip of sip. The question of expectation interests me. If there's no God, or if that God is disinterested in our puny little affairs, then everything we can roll along as everything we can, there's no we, then everything can roll along as always, and we can feel quite justified in declaring certain things impossible, other things unfair. If God, or the lack of God, is responsible for the state of the world, then we can easily wax cynical and redesign ourselves to apathy. What's the use? Why try changing anything? This is the use. If there is a responsive creative force that does hear us and act on our behalf, then we may really be able to do some things. The jig, in short, is up. God knows that the sky's the limit. Anyone honest will tell you that possibility is far more frightening than impossibility. The freedom is far more terrifying than any prison. Kabanga. Kabanga. I hope you guys.
We're on Go. I would log in and AFK while I'm at work.
Sorry. Oh my god.
my mama. The only thing I have going for myself. Later.
Bye. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Where the fuck was I? Let me get my reading pointer. Okay. That was my roommate. This is I tried to, this is the use. If there's a responsive creative force that does not hear us and act on our behalf, then we may really be able to do some things. The jig, in short, is up. God knows that the sky's the limit. Anyone honest will tell you that the possibility is far more frightening than impossibility. Freedom is far more terrifying than any prison. If we do, in fact, have to deal with a force beyond ourselves that involves itself in our lives, then we may have to move into actions on these previously impossible dreams. Life is what we make it. Whether we conceive of an inner God force or an other outer God, doesn't matter. Relying on that force does. Sorry. Okay, that's better. Where is that? Ask and you shall receive. Knock and it shall be opened to you. These words are among the most unpleasant ones ascribed to Jesus Christ. What? They suggest the possibility of scientific method. Ask, experiment, and see what happens. Record the result. Okay, sure. Is it any wonder we discount answered prayers? We call it coincidence, we call it luck, we call it anything but what it is, the hand of God or good activated by our own hand when we act in behalf of our truest dreams, when we commit to our own soul. Even the most timid life contains such moments of commitment. We will get a new love seat after all. And then I found the perfect one. It was the strangest thing. I was at Aunt Bernice's, and her neighbor was having a garage sale, and she had this wonderful love seat her new husband was allergic to. In outsized lives, such moments stand out in bas relief. I don't know what that term means. I was reading it somewhere else. Was it in here? A method of molding, carving, or stamping in which the design stands out from the surface to a lesser extent than in high. So it's like an imprint. It just means like imprinted, not like uber duper like carved out like a statue, but like an impression. Okay, Slay. Okay. Where was I? Thank you, life days. Bernice, possibly large as what? Mount Rushmore. Lewis and Clark headed west. Isaac Dinson took off for Africa. We all have our answers that call when we commit to it. We set in motion the principle that C.G. Jung dubbed synchronicity, loosely defined as fortuitous intermeshing of events. Back in the 60s, we called it serendipity. Whatever you choose to and call it, once you begin your creative discovery, you may be starting to find it cropping up everywhere. don't be surprised if you try to discount it. It can be very threatening, a very threatening concept. Although Jung's paper on synchronicity was a cornerstone of his thought, even many Jungians prefer to believe it was a sort of side issue. They dismiss it, like his interest in I Ching as an oddity, nothing to take too seriously. Dude, but who are these people? Hold on. Where's Jung? C. G. Jung. He's white? Sorry. A Swiss psychiatrist and psychoanalyst who founded analytical psychology, also known as Jungian analysis. Girl, I should have read my psychology book closer. I don't remember this name. Okay. Oh, I Ching. That's who I used to look up as well. I Ching. Or Ye Jing. Book of Changes or Classic of Changes, ancient Chinese divination text that is among the oldest of the Chinese classics. What the fuck? Okay, purr. I didn't know I had to have back reading. Well. Okay, calm down. Calm down. Just one hand is up. Just one hand. Chill out. It's itching my little head. I don't know why it's like, oh, window to the walls. Okay. Whatever. Okay. Jung may differ from them. Following his own inner leadings brought him to experience and describe a phenomenon that some of us prefer to ignore: the possibility of an intelligent and responsive universe acting and reacting in our interests. It is my experience that this is the case. I have learned, as a rule of thumb, never ask whether you can do something. Say instead, you are doing it. Then fasten your seatbelt. Most of the remarkable things follow. That is one thing that I do definitely agree with. Focusing things in the now has been useful for me because I don't know what I remember I would say I want to learn this. Girl, stop freaking out. My arm is not up. My arm is right here. Relax. Okay. I found that telling myself that I would do something, even if I phrased it as like a future tense, it satisfied the part of my brain of doing it. And especially telling people I was doing something, it satisfied that part that was as if I actually did the thing. But no, I did not actually do the thing. So instead of saying things in a future tense, I started saying things in a now tense. And it does help me do things now because I'm also a big procrastinator. So I don't put it off. I say I'm doing. I'm in the process of doing. And even if I'm not doing something right now, I'm still working on it. And then that also does, get to the little spot of my brain that I'm trying not to trigger and saying like, oh, you did it, because it's not done. It's doing. I'm in the process. That's just nice to say. I agree with what is being said right here. God is efficient. The actress Julianne McCarthy always reminds me I have many times marveled at the sleight of hand with which the universe delivers its treats. I like treats. Treats? Treats? I like treats. About 6 years ago, a play of mine was chosen for a large stage reading at the Denver Center for the Performing Arts. I had written the play with my friend Juliana in mind for the lead. She was my ideal casting. But when I arrived in Denver, casting was already set. As soon as I met my leading lady, I had a funny feeling there was a bomb ticking. I mentioned this to the director, but was assured the actress was a consummate professional. Still, the funny feeling lingered in my stomach. Sure enough, a week before we were set to open, our leading lady abruptly resigned from my play and from Painting Churches, the play that was in mid-run. The Denver Center was stunned and very apologetic. They felt terrible about the damage my play could sustain by the abrupt departure. In a perfect world, who would you cast? They asked me, and I told them, Juliana McCarthy. Juliana was hired and flown in from LA. No sooner did the center's director lay eyes on her work than they asked her not only to do my play, but also take over the run for Painting Churches, for which she was brilliantly cast. God is showing off, I laughed at Juliana, to Juliana, very happy that she had the chance to do her play after all. In my experience, the universe falls in with worthy plans, and most especially with festive and expansive ones. I have seldom conceived a delicious plan without being given the means to accomplish it. Understand that the what must come before the how. First, choose what you want to do. The how usually falls into place by itself. Okay, purr. I need to raise my chair. I feel like I'm too low, which is crazy because it's a very high chair. Oh, yeah, instantly better. Okay. All too often, when people talk about creative work, they emphasize strategy. Neophytes are advised of the Machiavellian devices. Now, girl, hold on. What's a neophyte? What's a neophyte? Neophyte. A person who is new to a subject, skill, or belief. Okay, a novice. A neophyte. Neophyte. Neo means new. Fight means what? What's a fight? Fight comes from Pluton. Futon? Phuton? It's Greek, by the way. That means plant. So neophyte means newly planted. Oh, fun. Okay. Machiavelli. Machiavelli. Definition. A Machiavellian, a cunning and scheming and unscrupulous, especially in politics. So like good, just good at shit. Okay, let me read the sentence again. Neophytes are advised of the Machiavellian devices that they must employ to break into the field. So brand new people need to do not so brand new shit. Okay. Sure. Fuck. I think this is a lot of rubbish. I agree. If you ask an artist how he got where he is, he will not describe breaking in, but instead will talk of a series of lucky breaks. 1,000 unseen helping hands, Joseph Campbell calls these breaks. I call them synchronicity. In my contention that you can count on them. Remember that creativity is a tribal experience and that tribal leaders will initiate the gifted youngsters who cross their path. This may sound like wishful thinking, but it is not. Sometimes an older artist will be moved to help out even against his or her own wishes. I don't know why I'm doing this for you, but again, I would say this some of the helping hands may be something more than human. We need to pretend it is hard to follow our heart's dream. The truth is, it is difficult to avoid walking through the many doors that will open. Turn aside your dream and it will come back to you again. Get willing to follow it again, and a second mysterious door will open. The universe is prodigal. I know it's prodigy, but prodigal. Fuck me, man. I don't know how to pronounce this. Oh, wrong tab. Don't change that. Prodigal. It's one of those G's that sound like a C. I know it.
Prodigal.
Okay, I'm pretty sure in American English, prodigal gets pronounced as prodigal. That's some fuck ass bullshit, baby. What the fuck? Okay. Oh, hey, I'm like hella matching my Gogh character. Although I think my nails are black in the thing, but like hella matching. I need to see what the fuck my tracking thinks I'm doing. Where is it? Where are you? What? Ew. 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 Ew, 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 ew. I did not like that. It, like, was perceiving a ew. Oh. Ew. It was perceiving a hand, like, here, but my hand was in my lap. Oh. Oh, God. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh. Ew. Ew. Hand. Sorry. I'm so normal about this. I'm not stressed out. I'm not creeped out. Ooh. 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 Ew. Okay. Scary. Ooh. No, I'm just like rubbing on my own shoulder. Oh my god. That's like about where. Oh, why was it perceiving? I hate it. Sometimes these hand trackers could get so creepy. Okay, it's fine. I'm normal. It's fine and I'm normal. It's fine. I'm normal. There's a ghost touching me. Oh, I hate it. I'm so normal. I'm sorry. Nobody's here. Thank God. See, why is my arm up? That's me. Normal hand. Hand. Normal. Slowly rotating. Okay, that's my hand. It's fine. Cool. What is my arm doing? There it is again. I fucking hate it. I need to turn off hand tracking. I hate it. Stop. Is it just the shadows? Oh, I hate it. What's behind me that looks like a hand? I hate it. Stop! I know you can't see the tracker, but like it like randomly flashes. Okay, it's not doing it. Okay, it's fine. 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 I'm fine. I'm just gonna read. Okay. I'm not even gonna look up if it's touching me. Oh, okay. It's fine. Just read. Just read the book. Ghosts are touching you. Don't worry about it. They're probably always touching you. Oh, and why did I say that? Oh, right. I'm gonna fucking jump out of my skin. What is that? Is it my hair? Why was it so far away? Because this is where my face is, right here. Is this tiny baby hand in front of me? What the fuck is... I'm gonna stop looking at it. I'm just gonna stop looking at it. Just gonna stop looking at it. And maybe it'll stop. Yeah, totally. That's totally how it works. I saw it again. Stop. That's so creepy. Okay. And like, I'm having ghost sensation of where it's touching me. I'm just gonna hide it. 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 I don't like this feeling. What if I just move my character so you don't see my arm? Uh-huh. Yeah. You don't see it. I don't even have another arm. Just gonna hide that. Just gonna hide that from myself. And I won't know. And I won't know. So if I want to show my hand, it's here. This is me piloting my own. Literally? What the fuck? Fuck me, man. Fuck me sideways. It's normal. It's fine. It's fine and it's normal. I'm fine. Sorry if you heard that. I'm just gonna stress drink. I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read. I'm getting fucking haunted. Okay. It's completely fine and normal. It's completely fine and normal. Johnny, what is he doing? Whatever. Nothing's bad. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm not being haunted. Unless I am. Who knows? Whatever. Okay. Sorry if I beat the mic. Okay. I can't see my arm, so I don't know. Something's happening? I don't know. Who knows? Okay, I'm reading. I'm just gonna read. The universe is prodigal in its support. We are miserly in what we accept. All gift horses are looked in the mouth and usually returned to sender. We say we are scared by failure, but What frightens us more is the possibility of success. And I think what they mean by that is like being able to uphold the success that we find for ourselves. So it's not necessarily like the success itself, but it's the new standard that you would be setting for yourself that is what we would be scared of. Know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. Take a small step in the direction of a dream and watch the synchronous doors flying open. Seeing, after all, is believing, and if you see the results of your experiments, you will not need to believe me. Remember the maximum: leap, and the net will appear. In his book, The Scottish Himalayan Expedition, W.H. Murray tells us his explorer's experience. Until one is committed, there is a hesitancy. The chance to draw back, always ineffectiveness. Concerning all acts of initiative or creation, there is one elementary truth, the ignorance of which kills countless ideas and splendid plans. All sorts of things occur to help one that would otherwise never have occurred. A whole stream of events issues from the decision, raising in one's favor all manner of incidents, and meetings and material assistance which no man would have believed would have come his way. If you do not trust Murray or me, you might want to trust Gogh? Now, I can't say TH is very good, so I might be saying off. Go, TH, Ghost.
We are looking at how to pronounce the name of German writer and statesman. In German, his name would be pronounced something along the lines of Goethe. Goethe. However, in English, it is usually said as Goethe. Goethe.
Goethe. And like I can't access my throat right now, so Goethe. Damn. Okay, Goethe. Statesman, scholar, artist, man of the world, Gogh had this to say on the will of Providence assisting our efforts. Whatever you think you can do or believe you can do, begin it. Action has magic, grace, and power in it. That's not very... I mean... Shia LaBeouf said just do it. Just do it. Like the fuck. I don't need no fucking German statesman to say all that bullshit to me. I got fucking Shia LaBeouf telling me fucking raw dog that shit till the horses come home. Or whatever the fuck. Let's look at this hand. Ain't nothing happening. Alright, 6 slay. Sick and slay. Fucking yeah, baby. Ain't no fucking ghost touching my shoulder. There's a ghost touching my shoulder. I saw it. I saw that shit. God damn it. Well, what the fuck ever. Whatever. I don't give a fuck what no fucking ghost wants to do to my goddamn shoulder. Yeah, fuck you. Now it's just birds. It sounds like a bird. Motherfucker. I see that shit going. I need to fucking hide it. I'm stressed. What? Don't touch my head. What the fuck? Man. I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it here. Whatever. Whatever. I've been going for 45 minutes. I'm 3 pages in. Ghosts keep touching me. And I've got a southern accent going. What fucking. Some of you are thinking, if it were that easy to take actions, wouldn't be reading this book. I wouldn't be reading this book. Those of us who get bogged down by fear before action are usually being sabotaged by an older enemy. Shame. Shame is a controlling device. Shaming someone is an attempt to prevent the person from behaving in a way that they embarrass us. Making a piece of art may feel a lot like telling a family secret. Secret telling, by its very nature, involves shame and fear. It asks the question, what will they think of me once they know this? It is a frightening question, particularly if we have ever been made to feel ashamed for our curiosity and explorations. Social, sexual, spiritual. Okay. Sorry, I was just self-conscious about my eye. I know one of them's smaller and the tracking tends to make it look like I have a lazy eye all the time, which I do. You fucking bitch. I wonder if I can change that in the settings. Not right now. I'm literally on live. I'm literally on live. I'll do that later. How dare you? Angry adults often rage at innocent children who has stumbled into a family secret. How dare you open your mother's jewelry box? How dare you open your father's desk drawer? How dare you open the bedroom door? How dare you go down the cellar or up the attic into a dark place where we hide those things that we don't want you to know? The act of making art exposes a social society in itself. Art brings things to light. It illuminates us. It sheds light to our lingering darkness. It casts a beam into the heart of our darkness and says, see? See that? You see that right there? That's you in your darkness. When people do not want to see something, they get mad at the one who showed them. They kill the messenger. The child from an alcoholic home gets into trouble scholastically or sexually. The family is flagged as being troubled. The child is made to feel shame for bringing shame to the family. But did the child bring shame? No. The child brought shameful things to light. The family's shame predated and caused the child's distress. What will the neighbors think is a shaming device aimed at continuing a conspiracy of illness. Girl, I don't even know the fucking neighbors. Why would I give a fuck what they think? Like, I feel like that's like such a... Mind you, this book is from like the 80s or something. It is a little outdated in worldview. But like, I've never understood that phrase, like, what will the neighbors think? Like, fuck them hoes. You fuck? Yeah, fuck? What the flip? Anyway. What's that? Art opens the closet, airs out the cellars and attics. It brings healing. But before a wound can heal, it must be seen. And this act is of exposing the wound to air and light. The artist's act is often reacting to the shaming. Bad reviews are a prime source of shame for an artist. The truth is, many reviews do aim at creating shame in an artist. Shame on you. How dare you make that rotten piece of art? And for the artists who endured childhood shaming over any form of readiness, any type of exploration, any expectation. Shame may kick in even without the aid of a shame-provoking review. I saw that. I only use my left hand. Why the fuck? Weird. Wait. I'm so sorry. I wanted to see if the mic could hear that. I think it did. Ugh. Okay, wait. Sorry. Getting distracted. I'm trying to use the mouse on my book. Oh my god. Where was I? Where is my mind? Where is my mind? If a child has ever been made to feel foolish for believing himself or herself talented, the act of actually finishing a piece of art will be fraught with an internal shame. Rude. Why you gotta air me out like that? Book. Bitch ass book. Aired my ass out. That's fuck shit. That's real dirty deeds. Real dirty Dan airing me out like that. Is my arm up? I'm chill. Many artists begin a piece of work. You know what? I bet the ghost is an artist. A blocked artist. A shamed artist. Who never got to live their dreams of making the art that they wanted to. So they're getting pissy because I'm reading this book out loud. And they are feeling shame and guilt and feel blocked. Do you need me to put out some art supplies for you, ghost? Because I will. And if you draw scary symbols, I will piss and shit myself. Ah, ha, 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 ha. That'd be really creepy. Ooh, never mind. I don't want to do that anymore. Where'd that one guest go? They gone. They've been gone. Shit, I didn't even notice. Chill. Okay. Many artists begin a piece of work, get well along in it, then find as they near completion that the work seems mysteriously drained of merit. It is no longer worth the trouble. The therapist, this surge of sudden disinterest, it doesn't matter, is a routine coping device employed to deny pain and ward off vulnerability. Show my hands so I can't let the fucking trackers think I'm doing some. Mm. 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 That's fucked. Just gonna throw that brick at me. How dare you? Let me recalibrate my hand. Maybe that'll help. Where's my mouse? There you are. Need a tracker. Face. Hand tracking. Calibrate. Okay. Calibrate the other one. Wait. Okay. Alrighty. Cool. Why is there a thingy all the way over there? I don't know what that is. Now what's tracking? What's it saying? I don't know. Okay. But yeah, bricks. Bricks being thrown at my face at Mach speed. That's fucked up. That's so rude and disrespectful. Chill the fuck out. Okay. Adults who grew up in dysfunctional homes learn to use this coping device very well. They call it detachment, but it's actually a numbing out. He forgot my birthday. Oh well, no big deal. A lifetime of this kind of experience in which needs for recognition are routinely dishonored teaches a young child that putting anything out for attention is a dangerous act. Another brick. Fantastic. Dragging home the invisible bone is how one recovering artist characterized her vain search for an achievement big enough to gain approval from her family of origin. No matter how big the deal what the deal is, they never seemed to take much notice. They always found something wrong with it. All A's and one B, that B got the attention. It's only natural that a young artist tried to flag parental attention by way of accomplishments, positive or negative. Faded from with Faced with indifference, or rage, such youngsters soon learn that no bone could really meet the parental approval. Why is she talking about me like that? Damn. Often, we are wrongly shamed as creatives. From this shaming, we learn that we are wrong to create. Once we learn this lesson, we forget it instantly. Buried under it doesn't matter. Buried under it doesn't matter. The shame lives on, waiting to attach itself to our new efforts. The very act of attempting to make an art creates shame. Oh my goodness gracious. I need to re-up my tea. I will be right back. If ghosts take over my body, man. Okay, where was I? It's chilly. Let me turn the heat on a little bit more. It's like 67 in my house right now. Oops, my water's here, baby. Hi, baby. My cat's here. Just turning on the AC. Hey, wee wee. It's already 68. I don't want to change that. I should just put on more of my clothes. Later. Okay. Often, we are wrongly shamed as creatives. From the shaming, we learn that we are wrong to create. Once we learn this lesson, we forget instantly. Buried under "it doesn't matter," the shame lives on. I read this already. This is why many great film students never set off to festivals where they can be seen. Good novels are destroyed or live in desk drawers. This is why plays do not get sent out, why talented actors don't audition. This is why artists may feel shame at admitting their dreams. Shame is re-triggered in us as adults, because our internal artist is always our creative child. Because of this, making a piece of art may cause us to feel shame that we feel shame we don't make art with its eventual criticism foremost in mind, but criticism that asks a question like, how could you, can make an artist feel like a shamed child. A well-meaning friend who constructively criticizes a beginning writer may very well end that career. Sorry, I want to pick up a cat. Yay, kitty. There's a kitty in my lap. And now she's gone. Oh, kitty. Caught her very briefly, but she's a awkward one. She's not like she likes being held, she doesn't like getting picked up. Okay. Let me be clear, not all criticism is shaming. In fact, even the most severe criticism, when it's fairly hits the mark, is apt to be greeted by an internal if it shows that the artist is a new and valid path of work. The criticism that damages is that which disparages, dismisses, ridicules, or condemns. It is frequently vicious, but vague and difficult to refute. This is the criticism that damages. Shamed by such criticism, an artist may become blocked or stop sending work out into the world. A perfectionist friend teacher or critic, like a perfectionist parent who nitpicks at missing commas, can dampen the ardor of a young artist who is just learning to let it rip. Little Beyblade tease? Little Beyblade? Let it rip? Trying to let it rip? And some Beyblade? Okay. Okay, girl, me too. I'm surprised how much head movement I have. That's crazy. I didn't track my chest though. I wish it did. I wish I had full body tracking. I think I do, technically. Where was I? How many more pages? Don't read the pages, just read. I've been at this for an hour. Not distracted. I'm totally not done distracted. Okay. Art requires a safe hatchery. Ideally, artists find their first in their family, then in their school, and finally in a community of artists and supporters. This ideal is seldom a reality, as artists must learn to create our own safe environments. We must learn to protect our artist child from shame. We do this by diffusing our childhood shamings, getting them on the page and sharing them with a trusted, non-shaming other. By telling our shame secrets around our art and telling them through our art, we release ourselves and others from darkness. This release is not always welcomed. We must learn that when our art reveals a secret of the human soul, those watching it may try to shame us for making it. What is my reading ability right now? What the frick? By telling our shame secrets around our art and telling them through our art, we release ourselves and others from darkness. This release is not always welcomed. We must learn that when our art reveals a secret of the human soul, those watching it may try to shame us for making it. It's terrible, they may say, attacking the work when the work itself is actually fine. This can be very confusing when we are told shame on you and feel we must just learn to recognize the shame as a recreation of childhood shames. Where am I? Here we go. Put back on. Here we go. Perfect. I know that work is good. I thought this was good work. Could I be kidding myself? Maybe that critic is right. Why did I ever have the nerve to think? And the downward spiral begins. At these times, we must be firm with ourselves and not pick up the first doubt. We simply cannot follow the first negative thinking to take hold. Taking in the first doubt is like picking up the first drink for an alcoholic. Once in our system, the doubt will take on another doubt and another. Doubting thoughts can be stopped, but it takes vigilance to do it. Maybe the critic was right, and boom, we must go into action. You are a good artist, a brave artist. You are doing well. It's good that you did the work.
Fuck, my tea is so freaking hot. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit.
Ah. If you want a really good fucking thingy, this brand, it's Yeti. Yetis keep your shit real hot. Or cold, whatever you like. I was a hydro flask guy, but Yetis, man, they do the good. Okay, sorry, reaching my ear.
Where was I? I lost my place. Where was I?
This is literally the worst reading stream I've done so far. I get so distracted. At these times, we must be very firm with ourselves and not pick up the first doubt. We simply cannot follow the first negative thinking to take hold. Taking in the first doubt is like picking up the first drink for an alcoholic. Once in our systems, the doubt will take on another doubt and another. Doubting thoughts can be stopped. I read this already. I'm gonna keep reading it. But it takes vigilance to do it. Maybe that critic was right, and boom, we must go into action. You are a good artist, a brave artist. You are doing well. It's good that you think you did the work. When God's Will, the romantic film comedy I directed, debuted in Washington D.C., it was you know what? That's actually bad self-speak. It was a homecoming for me. My earliest journalism work had been for the Washington Post. The Washington Post. Sorry. I was hoping for a hometown girl makes good reception, but in the reviews printed prior to the opening, I did not get it. The Post sent a young woman who watched an entire movie about theater people and then wrote that it was about movie people. She asked that most of my dialogue. She added, oh my god, that had been stolen from Casablanca. I wondered what movie she had seen, not the one I had made. My movie was 40 odd theater jokes and one line joke about Casablanca. Those were the facts, but they didn't do me any good. I was mortified, shamed, ready to almost die. Because the antidote for shame is self-love, self-praise. And this is what I did. I went for a walk through Rock Creek Park. I prayed. I made a list of things for myself of past compliments and good reviews. I did not let myself, it doesn't matter, but I did tell my artist self, you will heal. They offered to fly me 3 months, and I showed up for my opening. It was a lot more successful than my reviews. 3 months later, my film was chosen for a prestigious European festival. They offered to fly me over to pay my expense to showcase my film. I hesitated. The Washington shaming had done its slow and poisonous work. I was afraid to go. But I knew better than not to go. My years in artistic recovery had taught me just show up. When I did, my film sold at a great price and won a headline in Variety. Purr, Diva. I share the headline because the irony of it was not lost on me. God's will hit in Munich, it read. It is God's will for us to be creative. Ooh, pardon me. It is important to dealing with criticism. It is important to be able to sort useful criticism from the other kind. Often, we need to do the sorting out of ourselves without the benefit of a public vindication. As artists, we are far more able to do this sorting than people might suspect. Pointed criticism, if accurate, often gives the artist an inner sense of relief. Aha! So that's what was wrong with it. Useful criticism ultimately leaves us with one more puzzle piece of our work. Useless criticism, on the other hand, leaves us with a feeling of being bludgeoned. As a rule, it is withering and shaming in tone, ambiguous in context, personal, inaccurate, or blanket in its condemnations. There is nothing to be gleaned from irresponsible criticism. You are dealing with an inner child. Artistic child abuse creates a rebellion, creates block. All that can be done with abusive criticism. All that can be done with abusive criticism is to heal from it. Okay, that was kind of a confusing sentence for me with meow meow meow. I got through it. I have my mic settings way too loud, I feel. Yeah, I can hear that. Shit. I need to tape my goddamn eye up. Why? Sorry. I just think my eye is so funny. I kind of like my lazy eye. Whatever. There are certain rules of the road useful in dealing with any form of criticism. 1. Receive the criticism all the way through and get it over with. 2. Jot down notes to yourself on what concept or phrases bother you. 3. Jot down notes on what concepts or phrases seem useful. 4. Do something very nurturing to yourself. Read an old good review or recall a compliment. 5. Remember that even if you have made a truly rotten piece of art, it may be a necessary stepping stone to your next work. Art matures spasmodically and requires ugly duckling growth stages. Spasmodically. Interesting. Interesting. Is my arm up? Okay. 6. Looking at the criticism again, does it remind you of any criticism from your past, particularly shaming childhood criticism? Acknowledge to yourself that the current criticism is triggering grief over a long-standing wound. 7. Write a letter to the critic, not to be mailed. Most probably. Probably not. Defend your work and acknowledge that what was helpful, if anything in the criticism proffered. Get back on the horse. Make an immediate commitment to do something creative. Do it. Creativity is the only cure for criticism. Detective work and exercise. Many blocked people are actually very powerful and creative personalities who have been made to feel guilty about their own strengths and gifts. Without being acknowledged, they are often used as batteries by their family and their friends, who feel free to both use their creative energies and disparage them. When these blocked artists strive to break free of their dysfunctional systems, I don't think it heard the alarms. Slay. I had an ambulance outside. When these blocked artists strive to break free of their dysfunctional systems, they are often urged to be sensible when such advice is not appropriate for them. Made to feel guilty for their talents, they often hide their own light under a bushel for fear of hurting others. Instead, they hurt themselves. Real. A little sleuth work is in order to restore the person we have abandoned ourselves. I was a little off on that reading, but you know what I mean.
My tea is still really hot. Holy shit. Holy shit. Wick.
It's hot. When you complete the following phrases, you may feel strong emotion as you retrieve memories and misplaced fragments of yourself. Allow yourself to free associate for a sentence or so with each phrase. Okay. My favorite childhood toy was Busa. My favorite childhood game was... I didn't really have that many games. I didn't play with anybody. Spider Soldier! The best movie I ever saw as a kid was Robin Hood Men in Tights, I guess? I feel like it shaped me for quite a while. I tend to call it my favorite movie, but I don't know if it really... Shrek 2. Shrek 2. Shrek 2. So good. Sorry, my eye's itchy. Shrek 2. Do I have hair in my eye? Oh my god. Sorry. I don't do it much, but I enjoy running. I love running. I don't do it often, but when I go into a full sprint, which for me is kind of slow, it feels good. If it weren't too late, wait, no, sorry. If I could lighten up a little, I'd let myself lighten up. I don't know what it means by that. What does that mean? Genuinely, I'm sorry. I don't know how to lighten up more. I don't know. Fucking. I don't know. If I weren't too late, I'd invest money into the stock market and learn how to do that sooner. Oh my god. So much. So many things. I think, oh my god, I'd have crypto. I'd be such an insufferable crypto bro. I think this is probably cap. I don't know why I think I'd have this, but I'm pretty sure I signed up for a free Bitcoin and it's just hidden in my emails somewhere years and years and years ago, probably from like 2011. I think I have a crypto coin. I just never, or maybe I never claimed it. I don't know. I could have been a billionaire. And then I would deserve to get shot. Okay. My favorite musical instrument is, I like drums. I have a harmonica. I like drums. The amount of money I spent on treating myself to entertainment each month. Oh no, that's too high. I really like my Oshi, so I've been sending them kind of a lot of money. I really like my Oshi, so I've sent in kind of a lot of money. I think it's in like, I think I chilled out this month. I think last month I've sent 300 something. I think I sent 200 something. Plus, I did buy an app. I did purchase a couple of games that I haven't played yet. I have such a massive video game library. No, I don't think it's massive. I have a solid video game library. I just don't fucking play them. I just fucking buy them. And I was literally just looking at buying Red Dead 1 and 2 right before I started stream. Oh no. So, I'm gonna say $400 is my guess. Pre my Oshi, I'd say I was spending 200 regularly, but I'd say it's kind of amped up a little bit. If I weren't so stingy with my artist, I'd buy him or her. Well, that's my love language. I like buying things, so, I really like... I don't need it. I actually don't have space for it, but if I had the space, I'd get one of those massive, drafting tables. Oh, you know what? Something I kind of can't afford and have space for. I should get one of those, desk iPad holders. Like the size of, an artist clipboard, which artist clipboards are like a meter by like 3/4 of a meter, so they're pretty fucking big. I'd get one of those. Ooh, and an easel maybe. I'd love an easel, but I just do not have the space for it here. Treating myself to entertainment. Taking time out for myself is, you know what? So much of I have a lot of me time that I really should spend on work. I am a doom scroller. So I think me time would be more going on hikes, going for walks, actually drawing, biking. I don't know, being off my phone more. Talking to people. I do like talking to people. I really enjoy that. Oh, also, if I wasn't so stingy, I'd get an espresso machine. Because I miss making espresso drinks. I'm afraid that if I start dreaming, well, here's the thing. I feel like all I ever do is dream. I don't feel like I feel my fear is not measuring up to my dreams because I set really high standards for myself. Yeah. I secretly enjoy reading. I don't think it's a secret. I'd be reading hella yaoi. I'd be reading hella yaoi, baby. I don't believe in secretly enjoying shit. I just like enjoying shit. Sorry. If I didn't, if I had the perfect childhood, I'd have grown up to be, I'd probably be an engineer. And like that, it sounds weird to say that as an artist, but like I don't want art to be what I live off of. I do want to invest a lot of time and love and dedication to my art, but I never want to have to rely on it as a source of income. I wish I was a engineer who, you know, maybe I had times where I was very busy, but like I could take vacation time and then fuck off to Italy and go take a painting course for like a week and then you know, shoot over to Japan and go buy hella manga and art supplies and go to fucking Taiwan. Like I don't want to live off my art. I love my art, but I don't think I could like truly. Well, also I wish that girl is the ghost slapping me in the face. You see that? I also wish I could retire earlier. That's why I also wish I was an engineer, because I have a lot of plans for what I do after retirement. But like it just requires like a nest egg that I just don't think I could do. Yeah. I'd be an engineer. If it didn't sound so crazy, I'd write or make. I'd probably be making keycaps. I'd be making silicone keycaps that are in the MOA shape, but are silicone. I know they're like relatively new to market. There's only cherry silicone keycaps. I know Epo Maker makes them, and then also other brands have them. I would be not sculpting. I'd be making custom keycaps. My parents think artists are a hobby. They don't really see value in art as I do. I remember I drew something that won an award, but like I didn't really like it. I thought it was creepy. And like I didn't like the frame. It was just like flat. So what the fuck I did was I put some barbecue skewers and I suspended it. I made a ring of barbecue skewers and used string to suspend it in between the skewers to make like quasi frame, because I was also really into dream catchers at the time. So so it like what looked like a childhood memory that I never had, where I was like a little baby that like looked like my mom. Actually, it wasn't me. It was like my mom, and it was holding like a dead bird, and like I think some boys were like looking over the shoulder at the bird, and I was like, oh, fucking, I just need to draw like a character. I don't give a fuck about this. Like, mind you, a lot of my art, I don't ascribe strong meaning to. I just draw, and like maybe if it looks symbolic, like that's kind of cool, but like I don't like seriously think that hard about what I draw. I just draw something. I just want to draw pretty pictures. My God thinks artists are his hands. I think artists are the tools of which bringing will and intentions into manifestation of physical or digital creation. I think I worded that weird, but like the hands of the artist are that which brings our will out. Yeah. What makes me feel weird about this recovery is just how late I'm doing this. I'm 31. I wish I was this person I am now when I was 20. I wish I was just doing the shit that I wanted to do, but back then I was not very mentally well. I was a little bit crazy. I was definitely a hikikomori. I think I still kinda am a hikikomori. And I just spent so much time online all alone. I didn't talk to people. So yeah. I just feel kind of like late in life, trying to be the person that I always wish I was. Can't turn back time, just gotta do it. I feel guilty, but like I don't want to like beat myself up about this. Like you just the best time to have started something was 20 years ago, but the second best time is right now. So meh. Learning to trust myself is probably just fucking doing it and stop ruminating. Like I think about things for so long, and I'm not even planning. It's just stuck in my head, and I want to stop having things stuck in my head. I want it out. I want it physically created, or at least digitally created. Like I need it done, made, created, out. And I don't know if I want other people to see it per se, but like, that'd be nice if I was like, recognized as the me that I wish to be, the artist that I wish to be. The most cheer me up music is Brazilian funk. It's really repetitive, but I really feel, I call it ego music. I don't get sad that often. I just feel very or I guess I'm in a constant state of sadness, who knows, but I don't feel like sad for real, so I very seldom feel like I need to be cheered up. For the most part, I just don't believe in myself, and what I really need is something that makes me believe in myself, and that's why I put on ego music, ego boosting music, Brazilian funk. It just makes me feel big and muscular and brawny and powerful and strong, and like I can turn into Goku and power up and just make things happen. Yeah. My favorite way to dress is like a slut. I like tight clothes. I like things that make me look muscular. I like things that make my legs look long and firm. Um, I tend to wear looser clothes because I'm also a little bit fat. Um, and you know, tight clothes put rub on my tummy and I don't like it and that hurts. Um, yeah. Okay. So that was the exercise in questions that the book was asking. That gave me a little bit of feelings, but whatever. Growth. Growth is an erratic forward movement, 2 step forward, 1 step back. Remember that and be very gentle with yourself. A creative recovery is a healing process. You are capable of great things on Tuesday, but on Wednesday, you may slide backwards. Pardon me. I should have muted. Mm. You are capable of great things on Tuesday. This is normal. Growth occurs in spurts. You will lie dormant sometimes. Do not be discouraged. Think of it as resting. And that's like another thing, like I try to forgive myself for, being so quote unquote behind in being who I want to be. Like sure, if I was like a little bit more erratic or crazier or push forward, stubborn, whatever the fuck, I maybe I'd be further along in the journey that I want to be on. But it's fucking just is what it is. Sometimes maybe I'm also like some of the way I think about myself sometimes is like I'm not meant to be in this goddamn climate. Like I'm in a fucking hell climate for where I ecologically should be. I should be in the Philippines. Politically it's not the best place, but I should be in the tropics, surrounded by trees and forests and rain and mud and fish and the ocean. But I'm in a desert. I live in a desert climate. So it is not very conducive to me, very literally, because I am not natural to this environment. So I'm just trying to survive. Okay. Very often, a week of insights will be followed by a week of sluggishness. The morning pages will seem pointless. They are not. What you are learning to do, writing them even when you are tired and they seem dull, is to rest on the pages. This is very important. Marathon runners suggest you log 10 slow miles for every fast one. The same holds true for creativity. Yeah. That's for sure. I think I've mentioned this before. One of the things that really helped me draw more was having easy things to draw. Something small and fulfilling, but not difficult at all, that I just liked. Not warm-ups, which I do need to do more of. I need to do more art warm-ups. But just something silly and cute that like gives you the dopamine hit of like just creating something. I definitely agree with that. It's a marathon. It literally is. Not everything can be a painting. Not everything can be like a fully rendered masterpiece. Sometimes you just gotta draw a little bit of slap, a little bit of cute slap. Okay, I think my arm is not gonna freak out, so I'm gonna move my character over because something about the composition is bothering me. Look at how big my jacket is, goddamn. It's moving. Put that arm again away. Hey. Whatever. In this sense, easy does it is actually a modus operandi. It means easy accomplishments. If you will. What did I just say? If you will hew to a practice of writing 3 pages every morning and doing one kind thing for yourself every day, you will begin to notice a slight lightness of heart. Practice being kind to yourself in small, concrete ways. Look at your refrigerator. Are you feeding yourself nicely? Do you have socks? Any extra pair of sheets? I don't. I do need an extra pair of sheets. Don't call me out like this. The fuck? Where was I? Sheets. Being called out for my sheets. What about a new houseplant? I have too many. Don't ask for that. A thermos for a long drive to work? I'm deranged. I don't bring food to work. I don't eat at work. It's bad. I need to eat breakfast, but I've been just eating dinner. I've been snake mealing it. It's not good for you. But like, it makes me hungry if I eat in the morning, so I can't do that. I don't want to do that. Allow yourself to pitch out some of your old ragged clothes. You don't have to keep everything. I do have a lot of clothes that I do not wear. I need to get rid of. The expression, God helps those who help themselves, may take on a new and very different meaning. Where in the past it translated, God helps only those who earn help, it will now come to signify an amazing number of small free gifts the Creator showers on those who are helping themselves out to a little bounty. If you do one nice thing a day for yourself, God will do 2 more. Be alert for support and encouragement from unexpected quarters. Be open to receiving gifts. I like gifts. I like tweets. I like tweets. Gifts and tweets. From odd channels, free tickets, a free trip, an offer to buy you dinner, a new to you old couch. Practice saying yes to such help. The scientifically inclined among you might want to make a good, thorough list of clothes you wish you had. Very often, the items in the list come into your possession at disconcerting speed. Just try it. Experiment. More than anything, experiment with solitude. You will need to make a commitment to quiet time. Try to acquire the habit of checking in with yourself several times a day. Just take a beat. Ask yourself how you feel. I don't feel confused. I don't feel. It's hard. It's bad. I don't even take medicine for this. It's just, I'm just numb until I'm not, and then it all explodes, and that's kind of bad, but whatever. Pardon me. Listen to your answer. Respond kindly. If you are doing something very hard, promise yourself a break and a treat afterwards. Tweet. Tweet. Lately, Ash has been doing, not lately, it's been a second, but he did this bird impression, and it's so fucking cute. And sometimes if I like think in a cute voice, I slip into it, because he was like pretending to be a little parrot that's like,
Kiss, kiss? Kiss, kiss? What happened? Kiss, kiss? Kiss, kiss?
so cute. He's so cute. Oh, so cute. Little bird, just a little bird.
Kiss, kiss? Okay.
Yes. Okay. Respond kindly after. Yes, I'm asking you to baby yourself. We believe that to be artists, we must be tough, cynical, intellectually chilly. Leave that to the critics. As a creative being, you will be more productive when coaxed than bullied. I'm sorry, I love a little tweet, so like, don't fucking tempt me. I will tweet myself, and I'll treat other people I love treating other people. Oh my god, I love treats. I love treats for me. I love treats for my streamer. Yeah, you should fucking know. I get a big old gay crush on my streamer, and I send them lots of money. Well, I send them more money than I ever would have before. I've had a lot of streamers that I've liked. I still kind of like a lot. I just never like monetarily supported because I was like, you know what? Oh, they're so big. I don't need to support them. Oh, or like I don't even know how to jump in. Like I was a lurker. I'm just now becoming a live watcher. And then like there's this one who began in October who I mentioned earlier, who I support a little bit and I just like a lot, and that's my tweet. I'm originally planning like, oh, for my birthday, I'm gonna donate a bunch because it's my birthday and I just like them a lot. Like what the fuck? Like what the actual fuck? That's deranged. That's deranged. You know what's funny though? Like my mom, for her birthday, would buy the family dinner. And I'm like, why? Why are you buying? Why are you not getting treated to dinner? But like, you know what? Actually, I get it. I get it for real. Anyway, little tweets. Little tweets. Describe your childhood room. If you wish, you must sketch this room. What was your favorite thing about it? What was your favorite thing about your room right now? Nothing? Well, get something you like in there. Maybe something from an old childhood room. Okay. Let's see. My first childhood room, I've always had relatively small rooms. This is the biggest room I've ever lived in. And I have a king size 4-poster canopy bed. I need to put proper I'd really like to put curtains on my bed, but right now I kind of hang my clothes on the posters, on the poles. You know, because I'm a fucking gremlin, I guess. I don't know. My favorite thing about my childhood bedrooms, which I've had about, I'd say 3 main childhood bedrooms, is how secluded from my parents they were, I suppose. Well, one of them, 2 of them. The first one, I shared a wall with my parents' bathroom, so there was still a bit of separation. But their door was right by mine, and I had one of those windows where there was like a bench seat, so I could sit in the window. I when I was small, I could even lay in the window, and I could probably like sleep there, and read books there. But I was also self-conscious because that window faced the street to the neighbors, and the neighbors would see me in the window, and I was like, oh, what if you guys are creeps? What if you're staring at me and I'm just a kid? Freaks. It's fucked up that I had to think these things. Let's see, what else? I also really liked the view in my 3rd childhood bedroom. While I was growing up, faced an empty field, but I could see the sun rise and the sun set. I had a really big view of the big old sky until they started building more houses in the neighborhood. And then in the previous one, let's see, the one where I wasn't in state. I was briefly in another state for 4 years. What did I like about that bedroom? My bed was in the dead center. I liked that. I liked having a bed in the center of the room. You know, maybe my model does track torso because it's doing a pretty good job of tracking what I'm doing. Okay. Yeah, I don't really know. It's really bare bones. The cabinets, shelves. I need shelves. But I need to move because this bedroom is kind of cramped with everything that I already have in it. I think I need to spread out my home situation because I have my plants to my behind me, and then I have my TV and like my bookshelves, and I have a book pile, and then I also have my giant fucking bed, and then I have all my crafting supplies in the closet, and it is hidden by the bed, and it is a fire hazard. So that's what I like, I guess. Describe five traits you like in yourself as a child. I was curious. I was artistic. I wasn't silly. I had a silly mind, but I think I wasn't silly until I was an adult. I was too shy to be silly. I was silly silently. Let's see. What does precocious mean? Because I think that was that. Let me see what precocious means. Develop certain ability or proclivities at an earlier age. I don't know. I was relatively smart, even though I was not helped much. Thanks, Mom and Dad. I was tall. I am strong. I'm tall. I'm strong. I don't really know. I don't have strong things I like about my childhood self other than wanting to be. I'm trying to be the child I wish I was, and at the same time be an adult that protects that child. I'm trying to raise two people at once. Is that arranged? Yeah, maybe. Okay. That's not the ghost, that's me. That's me actually doing things in my hand. Okay. 5 childhood accomplishments. Straight A's in 7th grade, trained a dog, punched out the class bully, short-sheeted a priest's bed, and a treat. List 5 favorite childhood foods. Buy yourself one of these. Okay. What did I do as a kid that I'm proud of? I coded my Tumblr blog. I taught myself like HTML. I tried to do that with MySpace, but MySpace was already getting phased out. I'm counting myself in high school too, by the way. Let's see. What did I do? What did I do that was cool? I would make paper crafts. I remember like I made like a little dude out of paper. Like it was in 3D with tape and just fuck ass glue. I think I knew how to torrent. I forgot, but I think I knew how to torrent back then. Oh yeah. I literally have like I still have the Harry Potter novels, I think, that I torrented. And a couple of other things. Let's see what else. I got distracted less. Is this an accomplishment or is this a back to a trait? I think I'm back on my traits. Okay, I was more focused back then. Like I didn't seek solace in vices, I guess, because I didn't have vices. So like if I think I was able to like do things more solidly because I didn't give myself distractions. Like I didn't have a phone. I had TV, but like I didn't like I wasn't fucking locked into it like I am with my phone, which is bad. What's a treat that I really liked? You know, I've been thinking about this because it was brought up, like struggle meals. I don't think it was like a struggle meal, but it's more like a little weird treat that I would make for myself. Um, I would have peanut butter and Nesquik. I would roll a glob of peanut butter into a bowl of Nesquik and mush it in till the peanut butter was saturated with Nesquik, and then I would eat that because it's crunchy and peanut buttery and chocolatey. Because I didn't always have, like, you know, Reese's candies or chocolates or whatever. My parents were like kind of they buy, like, my mom would buy like the giant packs of Ferrero Rochers. And so, like, I feel like I didn't have like kid candy. I had like adult candy, I suppose. So now, like, I get Ferrero Rochers. I don't see them as nice. Like, I'm kind of like over them a lot. Okay, so peanut butter and Nesquik and Pop Tarts and what else did I like? My mom would always buy me the Hot Pockets, but she would always get me the pepperoni Hot Pockets, so I never really, because she would get it at Costco. She would get the Costco size massive pack of Hot Pockets. So I only ever had pepperoni, and I fucking hate pepperoni now. Like, I don't want to eat pepperoni, never, ever, ever. I can eat salami sort of, but like, fucking hate pepperoni. And that's like the thing with a lot of the things I ate as a kid, is that I just had it so much that I'm like, I fucking hate you. I hate this shit. Get this away from me. I'm gonna move on to the next topic because I'm getting riled up. Habits. Take a look at your habits. Many of them may interfere with your self-nurturing and cause shame. Some of the oddest things are self-destructive. Do you have a habit of watching TV you don't like? Do you have a habit of hanging out with a really boring friend and just killing time? Yeah. There's an expression. Some rotten habits are obvious: overt drinking too much, smoking, eating instead of writing. List. Okay, I already have an unhealthy relationship with food. I don't know why eating and creating art are put in opposition with each other. That feels kind of bad. That's kind of fucked up. And like, I understand that like some people overeating is a massive issue. I'm a bit of a binge eater in that I won't eat and then I'll eat a bunch. So that's, I don't like that. 3 obvious rotten habits. What's the payoff in continuing them? Okay. My bad habits are being on my phone a lot. I took a break off of Twitter. I do open it and check it, but like I haven't been like on it like that for the most part. But like I was getting real bad tech neck at work because I was on Twitter a lot. And I still like to always have a stream playing. Sometimes if I'm really trying to be productive, I switch to music, but I do enjoy just having a stream playing. What else? I do a lot of girl rotting. Where I need to do stuff, but I just sit in bed. I blame my depression. I don't think that's a habit. That's just depression. I don't know if I want to blame all eating out a bad habit, because like right now the economy is so fucking bad that eating out is about the same price as buying your own groceries. So like, I don't know. It's bad, but like, I don't know. But yeah, I think definitely like phone usages are the worst for me. Where I could probably do some better things. Also, like, I should be like exercising. I should exercise way more. because I have a con to go to and I need to prep my body to be beautiful and muscular and strong and toned, and I won't want to cosplay if I'm fat and depressed. Is this unhealthy? Probably. Is this how I feel though? Yes. Some run habits are more subtle. No time to exercise, little time to pray. Always helping others. Not helping others is not a bad habit. Not getting any self-nurturing. Hanging out with people who belittle your dreams. List 3 of your subtle foes. What use do these forms of sabotage have? I think I purposely undervalue myself to other people because I don't want them to use me. I sandbag like hella. I do offer helping people, but like I don't like try to like make people think that I'm going to solve all their problems, even if I probably could in some ways. I don't want to. I purposely make myself look a little bit more incompetent than I actually am. Is that bad? I don't know. I just don't trust people. I don't think they deserve to have everything that I can give, because I need to be giving it to myself. So I'm ahead of the curve. Okay. 5. Make a list of friends who nurture you. That's nurture. Give you sense of your own competency and possibility. Not enable you. Give you the message that you will never be straight without their help. Sorry, my nose is so itchy. There is a big difference between being helped and being treated as though you are helpless. List 3 nurturing friends. Which of their traits particularly serve you well? I only have one. They're my best friend in the world. They're my roommate, and I love them a bunch. I think in some ways they see me as a little bit helpless, which is kind of weird. But they're right about the things I'm helpless about. I don't know. I think they're the only one I like allow myself to be helpless around. Like for the most part, I like act like I have my shit together, but like I don't always. So Rio, that's it. Call a friend who treats you like you are a really good friend and bright person who can accomplish things. Part of your recovery is reaching out for support. This support will... I don't want to talk to people. Because the people who think I'm competent, I think are useless. This is like fucked up, but like honestly, sometimes like... It's part of the thing where like I sandbag is like I don't want people to think I'm got it all together. That's kind of fucked up thing to say, but like I don't want that. I don't want those people. They bother me. List 5 people you admire. What traits do these people have that you can cultivate further in yourself? Fuck. Okay. Oh, I hate that I'm gonna list a bunch of men. I hate that. I fucking hate that. Well, I guess I can also list my mom. Works too much. Just be working. Always doing shit. Ash. I like Ash a lot. I look up to him a lot because he works really hard. He does a lot of shit, and that's cool. It took him kind of a long time to get to the place where he is, I'm pretty sure, and secretly, you know, he had setbacks, but that didn't stop him. He tried again, and I think he's in an even better position because he kept trying, and that's awesome, and I really like him a lot. Anyway, who else do I like? I like Ruse. I don't know as much about him in his previous life, but I think he's gone through a lot of other hardships that I think that you know, change people, as make people stronger. I don't want to say that you need to have hardships in your life to be a good person, but I think the people who do experience hardships and become a good person are the ones to be admired the most. So that's 3 people. Who else do I admire? There's this one, oh my god, Milka, Pepsi, fuck, they're just so good at arting. They're just such a good artist. I love them. I love their art. It's so stupid and silly, but also at the same time, so good. Like, they'll draw beautifully rendered skin, but they'll have somebody digging in their butt twin. Like, that's just awesome. Who else do I super look up to? You know what? I'm gonna bring up another woman, Ami Thompson, or Amy, or Ami. I don't know. They are one of my backgrounds. Let me just pull up their art. This is Ami Thompson's art. They have a brand new show coming out about a sushi chef and a mermaid, and they're lesbians. I forgot the name off the top of my head right now. Cold-blooded, I think. Check her Twitter real quick. I believe it's called Cold-Blooded. Oh, it's The Lovers. It's called The Lovers. It looks really cool. Go support her show. It's awesome. I haven't seen it, but it looks cool. I remember the trailer. I didn't even know it was on me, to be honest. I know her from her various, I don't know if it was Elden Ring, but the thing I showed you is just like a cool night lady. She's just screaming. I think she's a vampire. It's cool. Cool art. List 5 people you wish you had met who are dead. Now list 5 people who are dead whom you would like to hang out with in eternity. What traits do you find about these I have to know people? Fuck. Michael Jackson. I think he's probably really nice. Prince. I think he's very interesting. Fuck, who's dead? Who's dead that I actually care about? I don't want to list artists because, like, secretly a lot of them were, like, really terrible, horrible people, like fucking Picasso and Dali. Like, would I want to hang out? I don't know. I don't know. Can't really think of anybody, so just, I'll say MJ and Prince. Compare the 2 sets of lists. Take a look at what you really like and damn, that's a little fucked up because the people I listed are people who work really hard, and then the other people are dead people who work really hard. I like people who work hard. I'm a person who I don't think works really hard, and that's what I want to be like. That's the main thing. I want to work hard. I want to stop bed rotting super regularly. I still think there's value in bed rotting. Sometimes you need it to recharge, to reset, to just, and then you go in the shower and then you just hot shower all the yuck off and you wash all the sheets, or maybe you just burn them, I don't know, and then you are new, and then you are born anew. I missed one. Inner compass. Compass. Each of us has an inner compass. This is an instinct that points us towards health. It warns us when we are on dangerous ground, and it tells us when something is safe and good for us. Morning pages are one way to contact it. So are some other artist brain activities: painting, driving, walking, scrubbing, running. This week, take an hour to follow your inner compass by doing an artist brain activity and listening to what insights bubble up. Okay, it's just telling me to meditate, I guess. And like meditation through like not just doing a thing that like lets you think without being distracted. And, you know, it's just telling me to meditate. Oh, okay, I missed another one. No, I already read that. How many days this week did you do your morning pages? I think I did like 5. I'm gonna say 5. I think I skipped the weekend. I have a bad tendency of skipping the weekend. Wait. No, I did 4. I did 4 days. I did most of the days at work. Yeah. Did you go on an artist date? No. Oops. Did you experience any synchronicity this week? Sorta. Like I said, I like to be really helpful at work, especially when it comes to tech things. So, because of that, my employer is sending me out to essentially babysit a whole bunch of people who will be having a learning seminar. And I'm just gonna be there in case something breaks. No big deal. But I get to not be at my regular workplace. I don't know what I will be doing. I think I'm just gonna be doing like the basic things that I normally do at work, but at a different location. And if they need help, okay. What are some other issues this week that you consider significant for your recovery? Describe them. Okay. Let's see. I haven't been drawing as much because I've been feeling a little bit out of it artistically. I have been feeling really good about my pages. I did write a couple of things. Oh, yeah. I wrote about some of the softwares I really want to teach myself. I want to teach myself videoing, editing softwares, DJing softwares, music production softwares, coding, just because I think that'd be cool. I told myself I want to learn various languages. What else? I had a little bit of a crash out because I was like, oh, I'm so far behind. Especially I missed last week. What did I do last week? I didn't do my pages, so I didn't. Yeah. I didn't do my pages, so I didn't do last week, so I felt a little bit sad about not screaming my doing this. But let's see, what else? I don't know. It was a not that hard work and work week. I didn't work that hard, but I also didn't feel that bad about it. And that's part of that's the thing. Sometimes, you have weeks where you feel really good about your progress in life. Oh yeah, school started too. I started school. I've been a student for a really long time. I've never had a degree. I just, I failed a bunch of times and I restarted. Yeah. So that's that. I actually need to do a couple assignments. So I don't know. I'm gonna probably log off. Oh yeah, I'll probably log off the stream now, get a couple of my school stuff done, wash my laundry. I need to sweep. I need to sweep my house real bad. I painted my nails. I did that. Hollow taco on top of Sally Henson. Then, can you see the hollow? Can you see the hollow? Can you see the hollow? Can you see how crooked my nails naturally are? Hehehe. Is it in focus? I think it's down here to focus. But this? Focus, 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 focus. I can't tell. I have the screen really small. Let's see. Yeah, I did that. And, yeah. Oh, I told myself I would be on Twitter. I think being off Twitter has helped reset the algorithm though for me, because I was getting too many of like people talking, and I wanted drawings. I want art. Like that's primarily why I want Twitter. So I think being off of Twitter, it was like, okay, fine, we'll reset. So it's giving me a lot more art from people I don't follow, and I was like, yes, give me. And that's good. I like that. Okay. Thanks for hanging out. Nobody was here, but you know what? That's fine too. I had a good old time talking to myself with myself. Mwah. I guess. I don't know.
Keys, keys? Keys, keys? What happened? What happened? Keys, keys?
Oh no. Okay then. Well, toodly doo. Toodles. Bye bye. I will be next week. I will be back next week. Same thing, same time, starting at 10 PST, 10 a.m. PST. That translates to about 1 o'clock at EST. So I'll be reading this book and talking through it with myself, to you, to myself, who knows. If ghosts are touching my shoulder again next week, I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep freaking out about it because I keep getting that ghostly apparition touching my shoulder. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see y'all next Saturday. Hopefully I can do other streams. Sunday. Today's Sunday, not Saturday. I really like to start playing games. I need to make sure my capture card works, because I've never used it. I bought one that worked on my laptop, and then I stopped using my laptop, and now I have a PC, and then I got a new capture card because I tried to plug the old capture card in and it didn't work, so I got a new one, and hopefully it works. We'll find out. I don't even know how I'm gonna do my capturing on that though, because the TV far away. I'm thinking of playing. Okay, I have a couple of things I want to play. I have a couple of things on computer that I could probably play. I really want to play Elden Ring. I really want to play Red Dead. It's on sale right now, so I might get Red Dead. I also want to play Sekiro. No, not Sekiro. Ghost of Tsushima. Bayonetta. Oh, I want to play Bayonetta for sure. That's on my Switch. I want to play Kingdom Hearts. That is on PS4. So, like I said, capture card, need to make sure it works. So yeah. Maybe Kirby? I don't know. Although Pikmin? I've never played Pikmin. I'd like to play Pikmin. I'd like to play Pikmin. I'd like to play Bayonetta. I'd like to play other things. Maybe Usu one of these days. I don't know. We'll find out. I'll figure it out. I'll post. I don't know. I like to guerrilla stream. I don't really care too much about making a solid schedule. Me personally. Yeah. Okay. Need to stop yelling at this camera and go bathroom real bad.